Alien franchise is notable for its use of iconic, often futuristic, cool-looking watches, particularly in the earlier films. So, when you're fighting perfect organism, you need a perfect watch.
Perfect organism.
And as a big fan, in this one I have decided to share some of them with you. So stay frosty as we go through some of the toughest and most stylish timepieces from the halls of Nostromo to the cryopods of Covenant spaceship.
That wasn't funny, man.
Alien 1979, the first one. A groundbreaking sci-fi horror masterpiece directed by Ridley Scott that profoundly influenced cinema, particularly through its terrifying biomechanical creature design and the iconic creation of Ellen Ripley. The film's underlying themes of corporate greed and sexual anxiety remain a core part of its critical analysis, and it would set the ground for famous Alien franchise. The most famous watch from the film is the custom prop worn by Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, and Captain Dallas, Tom Skerritt. Custom Casio F100 dual watch. This was created by the prop department by combining two Casio F100 digital watches, mounted on a single strap with a red-orange backing plate to make a distinct, futuristic-looking single wrist piece. 1986, Aliens. It's actually celebrated as one of the best sequels of all time, directed by James Cameron.
Absolutely badasses!
This movie is a showcase for several Seiko models, many of which were designed by Italian car designer Giorgetto Giugiaro, giving them a distinct 80s sci-fi aesthetics.
Where they are.
The first one is Seiko chronograph 7828-7000, named Ripley. Ellen Ripley, as you know by now, is a character portrayed by Sigourney Weaver, and this chronograph is instantly recognizable for its asymmetrical case and a large rectangular block on the right side housing the pushers. Something out of this world was needed for this movie, and it was a good one, both futuristic and retro design. This was the first watch with revolutionary 7828 movement to combine quartz movement with a full analog display for chronograph function.
Get away from her, you
Then we have the Seiko chronograph 7828-6000, named Bishop. It was worn by android Bishop that was portrayed by Lance Henriksen.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
This watch also features a unique asymmetrical design with the buttons on the both sides of the case.
There's some juicy colonist daughters we have to rescue from their virginity.
There's also a watch worn by doomed Colonial Marines, Hudson and Hicks.
Check it out. I am the ultimate badass.
A Seiko pulsemeter S234-501A. This digital watch, often referred to as a pulse meter, was a common watch worn by the military characters. The vibe is there, and that big yellow button might as well be a self-destruction button, and it tells exact time on the planet LV-426. The signature function is, of course, a built-in touch sensor that measures the wearer's pulse rate.
Jonesy, come here.
The last one from Aliens and another gem in this Seiko lineup is Seiko H556-5050, worn by character Burke, portrayed by Paul Reiser.
I'm Burke. I'm Carter Burke. I work for the company. But don't let that fool you. I'm really an okay guy.
It utilizes H556 quartz caliber featuring Ana Digi, both analog and digital display giving you the best of the both worlds. Unlike award winner for the corporate scumbag of the universe, it's an advanced and good-looking watch for that period.
These proceedings are closed.
In Alien 3 from 1992, as the film's setting and visual style that was minimalist, low-tech prison colony moved away from the more distinctive tech of the previous films. when a group of prisoners find itself in trouble brought by Ellen Ripley and her escape pods.
Well, not much to say, is there? Death was instantaneous.
No shit.
It was directed by David Fincher, famous American director. Ripley is often depicted without an obvious featured watch, and this was of course a boring period for the intergalactic horology. However, the character Aaron, nicknamed 85, played by Ralph Brown, and other characters on Fiorina 161, also known as the Fury, wear a World War II era leather watch cover on their wrists. The actual watch worn underneath the cover is never clearly seen in the movie. In Alien Resurrection from 1997, similar to Alien 3, this film does not feature a single watch that has achieved the iconic status of the Casio or the Seiko models from the first two films.
Earth, man. What a shithole.
There's not one in sight, except maybe for this glove thing metal detector, which is the closest thing that remotely resembles a real watch.
Who are you?
I'm the monster's mother.
So, unwillingly, we're moving to the prequel films, Prometheus and Alien Covenant. In Prometheus, directed by Ridley Scott, we're back on the track with quite a few watches. The first one being a watch worn by one of the main characters, Charlie Holloway, played by Logan Marshall Green, is believed to be a Norris Williams F1 Team Skeleton engine. This is an interesting choice as the Oris is an automatic skeletonized watch, which is less common for a futuristic ambience.
Big things have small beginnings.
Just like home.
The next one, and this one needs to be confirmed by you, my faithful companions, so you're welcome to do so in the comments, is Omega Speedmaster, worn by mission medic Kate Ford, played by actress Kate Dickie. This watch does not need too much introduction, as it is one of the first watches to be worn on the moon and in the space for that matter. And if I did not know any better, I'd say that Guy Pearce, in the role of old Mr. Peter Weyland, during his first briefing in the movie is wearing golden Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, mostly famous by its reversible case and quality JLC craftsmanship.
May I rest in peace.
We have one more watch, making the Prometheus a prequel worthy of 1986 Aliens by the number of watches shown on the screen. The watch at hand is Oris BC4 Flight Timer, worn by ship's co-pilot Mr. Emun Chase. It's a massive watch with a lot of complications, including day-night indicator, second time zone on subdial, and inner rotating bezel.
They engineered us.
May I ask you something?
Please do.
How far would you go to get what you came all this way for? Your answers. What would you be willing to do?
Anything and everything.
In another prequel movie, Alien Covenant from 2017, also directed by Ridley Scott, we're not seeing any recognizable wrist wear. There's some kind of curved smartphone-like device on the hand of the Walter and Captain Oram, but nothing we can relate to as a wristwatch. And yes, I know it's a bit disappointing. So, this device was a new addition to the Alien franchise, chosen to reflect the film's modern setting and themes.
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
The main watch in Alien Romulus from 2024, directed by Fed Alvarez, is the Seiko-inspired Weyland-issued wristwatch, which is a prop built for the movie. It is specifically inspired by a rare 1982 Seiko TV watch, designed to have a utilitarian and functional appearance appropriate for the Alien universe. It was the world's first wristwatch with a built-in television receiver and was featured in the James Bond movies, solidifying its pop culture status as a futuristic gadget.
Get away from her. You bitch.
And there you have it, a full temporal journey through the timepieces that ticked alongside xenomorphs, synthetics and Colonial Marines of the Alien saga. From Ripley's iconic dual-display Seiko Giugiaro in Aliens to the rugged industrial design scenes on the wrist of the crew in Alien Covenant. Which watch do you think is the ultimate piece of Weyland-Yutani hardware? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoy this horological history of deep space terror, hit that like button, subscribe for more cinematic gear analysis. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay frosty.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?